From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 60 Vikings.
They go play action with Willis. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Play action. Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A run now with a tight end Fan. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Willis now off of play action. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Ready.
Willis headed left off the option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them.
And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Willis looking to throw on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now on second and 13, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10. Mayfield, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They go play action with Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Walker now on first and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Willis on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Fourth down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Throwing again on second and 10. Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Mayfield now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hopkins, a man in motion left. Going right back to Akers. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start with the option. And they work this out past the 25. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. On first down, Willis. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Willis, he'll get that one complete to Connor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Willis out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mayfield off the play fake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Look at 19.
They go play action with Willis. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Here's Walker. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Play fake. Mayfield. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Back to throw, Willis. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Mayfield down. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now here's another interception. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Mayfield to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Willis out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
70 Ranger.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by